Zuccarello for the Rangers. Early shot on Lundqvist just 10 seconds in. Kept in the Ranger zone by Jason Atkinson. Backhand shot. Stick save by Lundqvist. So more Flyer shots on the opening shift show than they had in the entire third quarter. Ryan McDonagh with the puck. Across to Marty St. Louis. McDonagh directs it across to Richards. Coburn unable to clear out. Held in by McDonagh for Stepan. St. Louis has his shot blocked. Here's with the first two. Down to a half minute on this Rangers man advantage. Benoit Pouliot back out to Brad Richards. Richards with a shot and a glove save by Emery.
Real nice job finding it. Top left of the screen. Richards fakes once and then gets the wrist shot, and Emery does a nice job with the glove. And in front of him, boy, those big defensemen do a nice job clearing everybody away from Emery so he can see the shot. And here's Marty St. Louis.
Less than 8 minutes of ice time in game one for LeCavalier.
He played fewer minutes than any other player that played.
Here is Nash for Stepan across. Score! Marty St. Louis!
Turn the puck over in the neutral zone. They do here. They don't get it in deep. Now three Flyers forwards get caught. Odd man rush. Beautiful pass. It looked like Stepan was going to take the shot. Instead, he moves it to the other side. And Marty St. Louis, who struggled to score goals since the trade to the Rangers, lets that one go quickly.
Just signed a new long-term contract with Philadelphia. He led the Flyers in ice time in game one.
He's really helped them because he makes a good first pass.
Period one. They are 2 for 7 in the series. Rick Nance coming out of the corner. He had 7 shots in game one. McDonagh fires, and that's blocked by Coburn.
McDonagh really just kind of skating away. Giroux trying to get involved. And again, he's had a lot of frustration against McDonagh.
Brassard across. Score! Benoit Pouliot. Power play goal. 2-0 Rangers.
In time to skate the puck in the zone. Right side of your screen. Plenty of room on one side. Room over on the other. The quick puck movement before the Flyers can get set up. And that perfect pass to the other side. Brassard, what a pass. This is the second power play unit for the Rangers. And Pouliot didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it as Ray Emery tries to get across. Try and get set up. The Rangers want to try and put a lot of pressure on, not let the Flyers get set up. Claude Giroux not out there yet, but will be soon.
Nice pass from Strider. LeCavalier is stopped by Lundqvist, and then Zuccarello clears the puck out. Around behind now to Giroux, chased by Strawman. Off the skate of Simmons. Giroux for Hartnell. And now Simmons across, and a good defensive play by St. Louis.
An open man and continuing to move the puck has really been a staple for this New York Ranger team. A different team than they were last season.
Now here's Voracek to the net. He scores! After a glove save by Emery on Derek Stepan, Jake Voracek cuts the Ranger lead in half.
Of getting the puck out of the zone. Here it comes. Movement, throw it to an area, and then Voracek uses his size and strength, and what a move. Lundqvist, it looked like he had just about everything covered, but just a couple inches on the far side. And Jake Voracek with the strong move quiets his crowd.
Strawman keeps it away from LeCavalier. Stahl up the boards, but he was pressured by Simmons, allowing Coburn to keep it in the Ranger zone. Over the stick of Raffl just on the ice. Even in tough angle shot. And the save made by Hartnell and Girardi again chasing after the puck. Hartnell has it. Around to the near side for Giroux, who does not have a shot in the game. Now Voracek has his shot blocked in front by Girardi. Power play in the last 2 periods. Third period Thursday, first period today. Richards wins the draw, so John Moore is out for McDonagh. Zuccarello with a shot, saved by Emery. In regular season, takes a shot there, and it's turned aside by Emery. Nash out to Brad Richards. Now McDonagh. Richards tees one up, blocked, and then stopped by Emery. Raffl got a piece of it on the way in. Girardi lost the puck. Hartnell with it behind the Ranger net. Out to Timonen. 39-year-old Kimmo Timonen slides to his right. Now Giroux directing traffic with his stick. Here is Simmons. Shoots and a save by Lundqvist. 10 seconds remaining on the Strawman penalty. McCavalier with room. Blocked in front, rebound, score! It is Atkinson! A power play goal. Flyers tie the game at 2.
Like his shot hit somebody and didn't get through to Lundqvist before Atkinson found it. There it is. Hit somebody, bounces around, and there's Atkinson, the rookie, who took that double minor penalty in the first game. And he's a good offensive player. That's what Craig Berube likes about him, his offensive instincts, finds it there and scores the power play goal to tie this game at 2.
Atkinson has a regular season goal. Derek Dorsett for the Rangers. Dominic Moore. Moore coming wide on strike. Tough angle shot. It's in the glove of Emery. Good shot blocked by Coburn. 25 seconds remaining on the Rangers power play. Pass across. St. Louis stops. Shoulder save by Emery. Another chance, and Emery has the puck. He stops Marty St. Louis twice. Knocked down, and a penalty will be called on Pouliot. Emery to the bench. Flyers get the extra skater on. Stick save, Lundqvist, rebound, they score! It is Luke Schenn and the Flyers have their first lead of the game.
A delayed penalty left side of your screen. That was LeCavalier that was taken down by Pouliot, but the Flyers keep coming. Rangers have 4 players back, rebound, and then Luke Schenn just follows it up. Here it is again, get the puck to the net, off of Lundqvist, Luke Schenn, who's got good size and strength, and the Rangers aren't able to defend, and Schenn puts it in and gives the Flyers a 3-2 lead. What a comeback for Philadelphia.
Backhands in. Emery waits behind his goal. Anton Stroman. Into the corner, Zuccarello deflects it along to Brassard. Now to Stahl, and a blocker save by Emery.
To an open man, he'll elect to pass first.
Under 6 minutes remaining. Second period from Madison Square Garden. Here's Nash. Save by Emery. Stepan for John Moore. Another save by Emery. It sounded as if Steve Mason was going to start in game 2, but was not feeling 100% at the end of practice yesterday. Now a wraparound by Nash, blocked in front, and Giroux with a goal at the 11:18 mark of this second period. Long pass from McDonough to Richards. Richards, nice spin move. Into the slot, St. Louis, then Nash shoots, saved by Emery. Rebound hopped over the stick of St. Louis. Raffle drops it off for Hall, as the Flyers will kill off the final seconds of the Coburn minor. Now Richards, Coburn out of the box. Richards for St. Louis, across, oh, a big save on Stepan.
Emery's just been tremendous. There's the passing, getting it to the open man, and Emery again is able to get over. He is anticipating and reading these plays well. He gets over, and Stepan tries to beat him up high, and Emery just gets a piece of it.
Richards back in. Raffle lost his stick. Picks it back up. Girardi with a shot. Off the skate of Coburn and out. With speed, Adam Hall. Around Richards to the net. And a save by Lundqvist.
Putting pressure on and forcing the Rangers into difficult plays. And then here's the play by Adam Hall. Brad Richards has been out for this entire power play. He generally plays about 1:45 of each power play, so he didn't have a lot of energy coming back.
Foul for the puck. Simmons, Dominic Moore. Now Strike comes in. Rangers keep it alive. Wrist shot kicked out. Off the stick of Klein. A right pad save by Emmerich. Right, dropping it off for LeCavalier. LeCavalier still with the puck. Out to Grossman. Blocked by Girardi. LeCavalier again. Zips it out to Strike. Now in front. Simmons stopped by Lundqvist.
Went to work on the offensive end. Strikes looking, and then that little pass, hard pass to LeCavalier, who just tips it over in front. Here's the little tip, and there's Wayne Simmons, who is so good around the front of the net.
Now Simmons again. LeCavalier coming out of the corner. Shot blocked by Kevin Klein. Picked up by Braden Schenn. Out to the point. Strike fires, and that one is kicked out in front. Puck now forced around Girardi by Reed. Picked up by Couturier. As Atkinson cutting for the net. And a beautiful poke check by McDonough. Puck held in by Luke Schenn. Fire saved by Lundqvist. And he keeps the rebound away from Atkinson.
You'll see the turnover here, and then there he is all alone. pounds his stick on the ice and just missed it as it came past him. And then Lundqvist with a real good job of letting the puck hit him and keeping the puck in front.
Boyle directs the puck around to Strawman. Now Stahl sends it ahead onto the stick of Richards. Richards 3 points in the third period on Thursday. Boyle with a shot over the stick of Nash. Held in at the line by St. Louis. Blocked off in front by McDonald. And now Reed up the boards. Couturier. 3 Rangers back. Saved by Lundqvist. Another shot by Couturier.
This Flyer team was going to come out and show them something more than they did in the first game, and they've done that.
Now a save by Emery on McDonough. It is also very difficult to win a series after falling behind 2-0 at that puck. 30 seconds to play in regulation in game 2. Reed for Simmons, shoots to the empty net and scores!
Make a pass. I mean, this is just a tremendous effort. He talked about lack of effort by his team in game number 1. Not there. Beautiful move by Simmons, gets the puck back and puts it into the empty net to seal it for the Flyers. That's just a wonderful effort by Wayne Simmons. And eventually, as he's going down to the ice, slides it into the empty net.
Just took a 2-0 lead in period 1. 31 saves for Ray Emery. Who do the Flyers go with in game 3 if Mason is 100%? Flyers tie the series in 1.